It's your boy Girl here, back another video, and today I got some special video, guys, man. Today we're gonna be checking out the return of Cooler Goku. So another unit that gets the plat. This will probably be the last one I do. I know I can give the Zenkai Super Saiyan Broly, but he's a bit like I just don't feel like revisiting him. So I want to revisit this guy because this guy's on the Super Saiyan team. He can rock more Bardock. And one thing I really like about this guy is like he has a hard-hitting blue card, right? So he, you want to stack up the strike, and then pop the blue card, and bam, does a ton of blue card damage. So I just wanted to revisit this guy, bro. You don't see this guy at all. You don't really see Super Saiyans as well. Who is the best green Super Saiyan? Is it? Huh. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, we're rocking him on the Super Saiyan team, right? So we're gonna have him, the Ultra Goku, Super Vegito, Bardock, and then we have Namco there just for the extra Zenkai build for Bardock, and if we do want to bring Namco, we can. Because I actually like rocking Namco. So first match, facing up against a Android's team, right? So he does sidestep, and he somewhat color counters me in the sense, because it's kind of like, you kind of already know that I'm bringing in Bardock, so you know that I'm going to bring a green, right? So Super Vegito is the best purple Super Saiyan, so that's why I leader him, because he doesn't actually buff the team since he does fusions. So I have him at leader, so he can, like, his ability will apply to everybody and stuff. So yeah, we go here. I go to the green Goku dude. Sadly, we do miss that, right? We don't win the clash. So one thing I'm just worrying is, does he bring in 18 in time? He does combo drop right there, so he pops the green card, takes away my vanish. I was not expecting him to vanish there. I thought he was gonna immediately go with the strike card and we clash in the middle, but he played it right, and look at it, like, he does a ton of damage to Bardock. So we're just chilling here. Right now I'm thinking, does he have a rush? Like, 30 timer counts pass. Usually people has rushes. Like, his team he has 2 units that's card draw speed on his team, so it's really easy for him to farm through his deck and get the Dragon Balls. So right here, we do catch Super 17's slip right there. So I immediately pop the ult card because I feel like Cell is at a health point where he can die from this ult card, right? Like Super Vegito got hit a ton, Super Saiyan crits, so he throws in Cell, which is not the good thing to do. Just throw in Cell, you should let Super 17 die, right? And we do PV him right here. I do chain these strike cards together, just trying to chain up the blue card, make the blue card hit harder. So I do pop the blue card to see what it can do. Can it take out Super 17? Does not take out Super 17, but I don't think that was with crit, right? I don't think that had crit in there. So he got lucky. The enemy got lucky. So he pops the blue card, trying to do the AOE. He wanted me to sidestep, but I just immediately popped the strike card because I seen it. I seen the AOE blue card thing, so I'll just immediately attack. We do take out Super 17. So I popped the strike. We do get rid of his vanish, which is pretty good, right? The only problem is that if he does go to 18 in time, he can actually restore his vanish. But he actually combo drops right there with 17 because he tried to scoot up, wanted me to vanish or something, but he messed up. And yeah, that was the first match. So Goku didn't really do too much, right? This is the first match. We have 3 more matches so to see what he can actually do. So the next match, we're faced up against someone that leader slots the Gamma 1 on a Vegeta clan or future setup, which is actually not a good thing to do because Sword Trunks does not have endurance, right? Like future Trunks needs to be paired up with Vegeta clan and future units. This Gamma 1 doesn't feel none of those 2 tags, right? So that means Sword Trunks does not have endurance, so I can rush anybody. I don't really care about anything. So the blue card damage right there was pretty solid, not gonna lie. It didn't really blow my mind, but it was okay. It was okay with blue card damage. Like when I think of the ROC Goku, you definitely gotta build him up. You gotta build up the strike damage and then pop the blue card. That's really the only way for that to really have that crazy blue card damage. So he goes in with the Trunks. You guys know this Trunks is really good. I just showcased him at 14 stars. Did really good damage, gets the 50 key and 4 new cards, so he's able to prolong this combo for a very, very long time. So Gamma 1, right, he does get a blue card, I believe, off his main ability. So every time Super Vegito gets hit, he does get damage to his allies. So right now I'm just trying to get a combo going, and I do. I PV right there, go to green Goku, pop the strike card. Look how much strike card damage that is now. Like now he's actually starting to hit his strike damage is starting to look a lot more impressive. So I immediately just did these strike cards in a row just to get rid of Sword Art Trunks. So if he does go into the yellow Trunks, I could just rush. But I feel like that's the most annoying unit on his team is the Sword Art Trunks. Even though he doesn't have the endurance, like he's still a tanky unit. He can still hit hard, like all that stuff. So he does get the combo right here. I have to really let Bardock go because if I do go to Super Vegito, I feel like he could probably die off Gamma 1's rush because he does have a yellow unit in the background. So right here, I popped the rush because I thought that he had his rush. I thought he was going to pop the rush as well. And we was going to clash in the middle so we can kind of just cancel both of our rush. But he actually doesn't. He actually kind of just, I guess he was trying to get his advantage back in time. But we do rush the Gamma 1. We do kill him. 3.3 mil is okay. But yeah, now it's a 2v1 situation. He actually still has a great chance of winning, right? Like if he is able to take out the yellow Trunks without using his rush against Super Vegito, he can definitely win. So I popped my main ability with Super Vegito right there is to get rid of his buffs. He had a ton of buffs stacked up with that Trunks, so I wanted to take those buffs away, and so he doesn't do as much damage. So I was able to pop the ult. Doesn't really do too much damage. Maybe I should have used probably use a strike card to got my in this chain with the double card draw speed, but I just wanted to pop the ult because I thought he probably was going to pop his rush, like when we was that close to each other, he was going to pop the rush, so I wanted to use my ult card before that, and then I would have been able to override his rush because I landed my ult card first, but he doesn't do that. He was able to get the combo going, he was able to get the win. So green Goku did a lot better, right? Like when the damage he did against Sword Art Trunks was really good. I know that type advantage, but once you start getting that crit buffs and the support buffs from Super Vegito, then you guys see his strike damage was a lot more impressive. So next match, third match, facing Android, right? So he actually bringing green 18. You don't really see green 18, which is pretty nice. He does increase card cost against Saiyans, does extra damage to Saiyans. He does provide support buffs for her allies as well, which is pretty annoying. So you guys see like my card cost is pretty high every time I switch out. So I had to sidestep there. I just don't have enough ki to prolong the combo. So right here, I'm trying to wait for him to see if he sidesteps so I can pop the blue card with Super Vegito. But I don't want to just throw out the blue card like that with Super Vegito because it's a long animation. If I miss the blue card, he gets a free combo. He has Cell, he has 17 and 18 that has card draw speed and can chain like 10 cards like in one combo. So we do mess up there. Like he was playing passive, so I just grew impatient, try to just, you know, just make a play, right? So we do clash in the middle. I do need to win this because if I do lose this Goku is dead from Cell. Like there's no way he's surviving this combo from Cell. So we do actually win this, which actually, you know, blesses me because the showcase unit would have died, right? So he actually goes to 17 and 18, which I was very surprised why he did that. So we popped the strike card there, and look at this blue card damage, bro. Absolutely incinerate 17 18. That's because of the crits as well, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that blue card damage right there. That's a great feeling to do that to arguably the best LF in the game, bro. Like that's great right there. Like that's you love to see that, right? So I popped the blast card, sidestep there, and here I didn't want to sidestep again because I know he was probably trying to rush me, so I tapped him there, and he doesn't rush, he just threw his rush out there, so I was like, okay, all right, I'll take it, right? So the 18 does go type neutral as well, so if he did land that rush, Super Vegeta would have died because 18 goes type neutral off her main ability. So we do actually take out the 18, we don't get gassed there, but I was really surprised just by that blue card damage that he did to 17-18, the ROC Goku. That was really dope. That was really dope to see. So now we're just facing Cell, type advantage, she's not going to do as much. So I popped my main ability with Bardock, so when I do sidestep, I can immediately just pop my ult card and get my advantage back, and hopefully that he was going to waste his advantage, but we do land it, right? So that does a decent amount of damage, and then we land a combo once again right there. Go to Super Vegito, pop the main ability. Wanted to get rid of his advantage. I was trying to end it off with ROC Goku, but It just didn't, like, he popped his main ability, right? And I just don't think ROC Goku can kill his cell, right? So I didn't want to take the risk. So I was like, you know, bro, Super Vegito, just finish it off, and let's hop into the last match. So yeah, the plat, I think the plat, I think like I said, the plat helps, like for all three of the units I just showcased with like the Broly, the Cooler, and him, but they're still average units at the end of the day. It's one of those things where if the plat had damage inflicted buffs, it's definitely night and day, but it doesn't really make these units go like jump from tier 1 to S tier, right? Like it's that plat, it's not really that type of plat, right? Like the only plat that does that is really the LF plat that does that, because it has damage inflicted buffs and all that stuff. So last match we do actually bring Namek Goku, because he is rocking the Super Saiyan team as well. So I was just like, man, I might as well do blue, green, because if I bring in the purple, Trunks is gonna eat Super Vegeta alive, and if I bring the red, Bardock and Ultra Gogeta is just gonna decimate that Ultra Goku. So I was just like, let me just do blue, green. I do like playing with Namek Goku, bro. I really like the play style of him, and I just want to show him a little bit some love. You don't really see Namek Goku at all. You only see him for bench. So we do pop the green card here. Does half his health, bro. Like that's a really good, bro. That was really good. That was a really good blue card there, and that was without crits, bro. That was without crits, and we took him half health. That's a 13-star Trunks with the boost, right? So we do PV him right there. I copped the strike cards because he has a blast based unit. I should have stayed in with Namek Goku. I don't know why I swapped out of Namek Goku. I really don't know why I did that, but I switched into the ROC Goku just because why not? And I just popped the rush. Like, me killing the Bardock is not bad because he's providing that extra support, crit buffs for his other two allies, Super Saiyan Trunks and the Gogeta, so they're going to hit harder. So I don't really mind taking him out. Honestly, the best person to rush is Ultra Gogeta, but I don't really mind rushing the Bardock just because of the support he brings. So it's a 2v1 or 3v2 situation. We sidestep there. I was trying to see if I could get more of my cards back, so I just go to Ultra Goku there. And I pop my main ability and pop the blue card. This actually combo drops, so I thought this was actually going to kill Gogeta right there, but it doesn't. It barely killed. So he was able to pop his main ability and get his health. So I popped the blast card there, think he was going to use his card like his blast armor, right? But he just PV'd me, which was an interesting choice. I would have just used blast armor and preserve my Vanish gauge, because Ultra Gogeta doesn't have a way of getting his Vanish back, right? So I would have used my blast armor in that situation. So now I can kind of just go with a full range strike, but he goes to Trunks, so I just PV him right there, and we do take him out. So right here I pop the main ability, and I think he popped his ult card, so we both pop our ult cards at the same time. We both clash in the middle, and I think I actually win this clash. I think I actually win this. No, I'll actually lose this. I lose this right here, and I think Bardock dies. Yeah, Bardock dies, or he combo drops. Yeah, that's what he did. I don't know why he did that. I was really surprised why he combo dropped, like why he sidestepped a combo drop like that. It made no sense. But so we pop the blue. I go to the Goku to see if we can finish it off, and we do get the dub there. He forfeits. So the Goku, he did his thing. I think he was definitely the more offensive out of the three units I showed, but still pretty, mediocre. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're real, man, and I'm out.